What I was talking to Susie last night about the history of, and you've put a scene in here which I think is probably connected with that. You've got Trench 4, Catherine's entourage.
We spoke about that last night.
Yeah. One of the things that I've been talking about Victor this morning is there's two kinds of pictures that we can do in this. And one of the possible pictures would be that moment when Catherine arrives here in 1530 with all her entourage. And it's such an amazing moment in time because talking to Alex, I think we know the kind of people who would have been here, the priests, the horses, and it would make a lovely picture of that inner court. So we're digging the outer gateway, and that whole load of people have got to cram in there. And Victor was saying you can almost imagine Catherine standing on those steps. That's my somewhat crap version of it. But, you know, Catherine standing here, surrounded by the horses with the jewels, the soldiers, the busyness of this, where Wolsey's died at that point. But you feel she's still the Queen of England and she wants to make that point. And it's her last stand as Queen, the manner of them all, really. And one of the things Victor can do is build up a little sense of this as a reference point, which you can then go away and work on. So it's not a huge amount of time during the day. But the scene that I think would help that a lot, which we've done before and it works, is that Victor gets briefed by a conversation between Susie about the history and Martin about the architecture. And it's a kind of over-the-shoulder thing where Susie is effectively saying she would have had this, this and this. And I talked to Susie last night about how much she knew about the entourage. And there's just some, it felt like lovely detail. And Martin could say what this looked like because it's our columns. And it's that thing that guy did yesterday, that beautiful portal. And so it's a relatively short scene, which, thank you, brilliant, at which, after Victor's worked on it for a bit, you've got the option of this picture of this amazing event informed by the archaeology in the ground, Martin's knowledge of the architecture, and Susan's knowledge of the architecture.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering if somewhere in here, once you've got everything out the way and can breathe, any scene inside the incident room where we just get the three of them together. I don't see it as a huge thing. It's like Susie saying, oh, we should have had priests. Martin saying, well, it would have had our columns. And you're out of it then because it's like a potential introduction to that picture, which Victor will kind of go away and but there's a sense of it being a place for you to get to if you need it.
I was thinking of doing a picture to do with Wolsey, but I still think that the palace is Wolsey, and that's the main character in this. And I've
seen Wolsey. And where did you imagine Wolsey? What's the context for Wolsey of that picture? Is it inside? I know, but so is that inside?
The chapel.
Okay. So why don't we I don't think it doesn't hurt to have two possible images. One, the chapel, which Victor's working on, which I've seen the portrait of Wolsey.
That's not on the treaty, is it?
It's just Wolsey and the king on the document they're going to give them, with the sea. Right?
So it's like a tight close-up, if you like, almost with the chapel in the background.
Yeah, it could be used as a...
So what it gives you is another option. But I strongly get the sense that by the end of the day, the thing that we'll find that might be exciting, God knows, but the thing that we might find might be exciting is more to do with that event, if you like, as well. That big arrival, the entourage arrival, and it plays in. And it's interesting you wrote that there, which was after the discussion. So okay.
Yeah.
So all I would suggest we pop in and we could do it, talk about it after lunch, but at some point or other, there's just a short, over-the-shoulder, three-way brief.
Yeah.
She would have had this. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you like that? Is that?
Yes,
I know your
I just
joint policy.
want to make sure that I get all the story stuff. I feel that we're quite stretched already because Unit 2 is going off-site in the afternoon. So, but I mean, yes, if it's a short thing, then Unit 3 could.
See how we're doing at
drop off in the-
lunchtime.
Yeah.